Good morning. Happy Monday. Another week. It is 5:56 a.m. Good morning. I look so tired today. Wow. I can hear the birds chirping. The sky looks so pretty. Feeling grateful. Oh my gosh. There's something in my throat. I can feel it. Wow. Good morning, y'all. Let's do a weekend recap to get back into the week. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Yeah, let's get into it. I was like cozy with this hoodie and now I'm getting hot, and I just know it's because of the camera. Okay. Friday, what did I do Friday? Friday, I was originally supposed to go up to Seattle and like go out, but I didn't really want to drink. I didn't want to party. I just wanted to chill and get some things done and just like have a chill Friday night. And then I realized that my mom was going on a trip this week and it's Mother's Day. So I called her up, but I said, let's go get pedicures on me for Mother's Day. So I took her out to get pedicures, which was so fun. And then we went out to dinner after at one of our favorite spots in Tacoma. Had a little date. And then I met up with one of my friends, and I had, why do I feel like it's hard to talk today? And I am just now entering luteal phase, so we are mentally prepping for that. Maybe that's why it's hard to talk, I don't know. Ran some errands Friday night after dinner, and then came home and had a very chill night. And they actually discharged my Lulaw on Saturday. So Saturday morning, my Lulaw was coming home, which was very exciting. Also nerve-wracking because I just don't want her to fall or hurt herself again. But 6 a.m. But I'm also just excited for her to be home, especially before we sell the home, and to like really enjoy the home and just be comfortable in her house. And yeah, I'm really happy that she's home. But it's been such a transition, but I'll get into that. So Saturday, me and my friend Cass were already planning a hike. So we had hiking plans, which I was so excited about. Like, I've been itching to just get in nature and hike and see beautiful views and go on a walk. And it was everything. It was so perfect. Got up, got ready, stopped to see my Lulaw at the rehab facility first, just to say hi, because I wasn't going to be home when she got home. And then I drove up to Seattle, and we did a beautiful hike. It was literally perfect. I think it was a little longer than 4 miles, so not too long. It wasn't too busy. The weather was perfect, not too hot, but like warm and sunny and just greenery everywhere. It was so beautiful. I feel so grateful that I grew up and I get to live in Washington in the Pacific Northwest, because it really is just a slice of paradise and heaven, and I'm so grateful to call this place home. And the fresh air, and it just, we were just vibing in silly moods on a hike, feeling so grateful and just taking it all in. Yeah, ideal Sunday in spring and summertime, honestly, just to be outside. And the drive was good, just vibing to music. And the view, the fall, the waterfall was just, it was so beautiful. And we ended the day, we were both so hungry, like we didn't pack snacks, which we probably should have. We just weren't thinking. We were just like, all right, let's go. But we were so hungry. So on the way home, we stopped at Taco Time just for like a quick meal. And if you're not from Washington or the Pacific Northwest, Taco Time it's fast food, but it's like healthy. Like all the ingredients are clean. And it's just like, not Tex-Mex, because we're obviously not in Texas, but like very much that, like tater tots, tacos, burritos, but like so good, top tier, clean ingredients. The tater tots, I love a tater tot. And we ate that in the car, and we were just very content, very happy after a long, beautiful hike, and then to end it with Taco Time. I don't think it gets better. Like, it was so good. Yeah, so the hike was beautiful. And I swear, like, if you guys watch my videos, you know, I feel like I'm always seeing angel numbers. Like, numbers mean so much to me. And I'm always seeing them, like, always. And I don't say it out loud. I don't really acknowledge it to other people. I just, like, acknowledge it in my head. I say a little prayer, and I just acknowledge this angel number, and knowing that this is where I need to be, and that I'm protected and safe, and like, it's so comforting whenever I see an angel number. I don't like make it a big deal. I just keep it to myself. But Saturday morning, from me driving to Seattle all the way up until the drive to the hike, like, I was seeing so many angel numbers, like one after another, the same one after another. Even after the hike, I kept seeing angel numbers. And I was just praying to my angels and like acknowledging it and feeling their presence. And at the top of the hike, like when we were at the waterfall, we were sitting up there for a while, just like enjoying the view and, you know, and taking it all in, just posted up. And I get a call from my mom, and I feel like I would normally not get service, but I had service. And I answer. I'm like, hey Mom, we're at the top of the hike. I was like, are you okay? What's up? Because she knows I'm hiking. And she's crying, and she tells me that her aunt, my great aunt, but I call her Lula because she's like a second grandma to me and has always been around. And she was diagnosed with cancer in November, but it was really fast and very progressive. And she called me in to let me know that she's not doing well and she'll probably like pass today. And I was at the very top of the mountain, like under this waterfall. And, you know, I finished talking to my mom. I don't know, it just felt very symbolic to be at the top and to get that call and to hear that. And then also to feel so protected and guided, and so many angel numbers already during the day. And like, that's also what I thought about. Like, wow, I feel like that makes sense as to why I was seeing so many angel numbers. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, that's okay. And what's that saying where it's like, the world sings to those who listen? Like, if you are open-minded and open, your heart is open, you will hear and see signs, you know? But if you're not there, then this probably means nothing. But if you get it, you get it. But it just felt very symbolic to hear that news up at the very top. And I talked to my mom, and then obviously I told Cassidy, and, you know, we talked about it. But then I just said a little prayer. I was just praying at the top and just acknowledging my Lula Yenji, her life, who she is to me, and just this next step and phase in life. I'm gonna take this off because it's hot. And so that felt very, very beautiful, honestly. And my mom's like, don't hurry home. I think there's time. Just like, I just wanted to let you know. And then we finished the hike, and it was just so beautiful. Like, I truly feel the most happy and present when I'm in nature. And I just loved that. And then we drive back home. It's like 2 hours to Seattle, and then an hour for me to go back to Tacoma. Stop to Taco Time. Like, had such a beautiful day with Cassidy in nature, and I am so grateful. I loved every second of it. And then from there, I went directly to the hospital in Tacoma. Already, like, in my hiking shoes. I just went straight there. And it was just such a drastic change in scenery and vibes and energy and everything. But all my little younger cousins who live in the state and who were able to come, even my cousin who's my age, who lives in Portland, she had just flown in from a soccer game, and she lives in Portland, drove up to see my Lula Yenji, and we were all there, and everyone's crying. They've been crying. I'm gonna try not to cry. And, you know, I've just been around death. Like, I feel like it's always been a part of my life since the 2nd grade. Like, I feel very just connected. Sorry to get so deep on a Monday, and it's already 14 minutes. I'll try to hurry up and not overshare. But if you've been around death, like, you know signs of someone close to passing and going into heaven or wherever you think they're gonna go, you know. And this is the same aunt who, I think I talked about it, who I visited a couple weeks ago in the rehab facility, and I shared the Space and Time song with her, and we were all crying, and like, I felt like we already had such a beautiful goodbye then. Like, it really hit me then a couple months ago, and she was holding my face, and like, I'll always remember her holding my face and us crying, and like, her really looking at me and like seeing me. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna cry. I can't. I have to go to work. So I feel like I had such a beautiful goodbye then. So Saturday when I came in and everyone was there for a while, and she couldn't really see at this point, So I like go up to her and I tell her it's me, and I know she knows it's me. And at that point, I'm just telling her I love her, and it's okay to continue, and she was the best servant to Jesus. Like she was like a true Christian, where all you do is show love and give love and no judgment and the best energy and so much gratitude always, and always acknowledging the beauty of the world. Anyways, so just a beautiful, beautiful human. And she's 3 years older than my mom, but she just seems so much just more of an adult. I know my mom is an adult, but you know what I'm saying. Just like a Lula to me, another grandma. But at that time, I could say goodbye again, already knowing that I have said goodbye, and this is just another gentle goodbye with, I guess, the final goodbye. And she's reaching, like just signs that they're passing, like reaching and can't really talk anymore. If you've never experienced that, it's hard to really explain. Like the body, everything just looks different. And you can tell that they're, the gates are opening and they're not really here anymore, like they're so in the middle of it all. And I know that she's with Jesus and like at peace through this time, Okay, I really need to curl my lashes and then I'll continue. Sorry guys, I'm sure you didn't expect this Monday 6 a.m. chat, but this is truly life, and things like this happen, and sending love if you're going through something similar, or if you're struggling with grief, or if you're going through something hard. I'm sending you so much love. Truly, you are not alone. It will get easier, and I'm someone who fully believes that the veil of this world and the next is so thin, and our angels and our loved ones are around us, protecting us, guiding us, and loving on us, even if they're not physically here. So anyways, sending love if you're going through something similar. Or if you're going through a hard time in your grief journey. So that was Saturday, and we stayed till like almost 10 o'clock, everybody. And thankfully, like, my Lula was out of her rehab facility that morning. Like, she could be there. And I think that's also just timing. The fact that we were all able to be there just says a lot. And of course, there's so many Filipinos, in the hospital. And my Lula Angie has a beautiful church community, and they all came, and she is so loved, and it said a lot on Saturday. So we all said goodbye, and we all went our ways, and now my Lula is home with me, and that's been a transition. Okay, this is almost 20 minutes, so I really have to hurry. But that's just transitioning, because I really have to help her get around and be more of a caregiver to my Lula as she like navigates having a walker and a wheelchair and all that stuff. So that's been a transition. But it's so nice to be able to be with her again and help her out. And like, this is why I moved home, is to help her out. And then on Sunday, I wake up, I do errands, I like trying to get everything done. And then we get the call that she's going to be passing soon. So we go back to the hospital. So we're getting ready to go, but like my Lula, it's hard for her to like move and stuff. But she had passed with her husband at her side, with my uncle there. And she lived a beautiful life, and I know she's at peace. So we all made it to say goodbye. And again, like, if you've never seen a body, or just, it's just different. It's hard to explain, and now is not the time, but yeah. Heavy weekend for my family, but still filled with so much love. And I know she is at peace. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry this was so long. And we celebrated Mother's Day with everybody and went on a beautiful walk, which was needed. You know, I love my Sunday walks. Feeling good, feeling grateful, feeling blessed. I know it's going to be a good day. I'm sending so much love, sending so much light, and I will see y'all tomorrow.